Hello, my name is Geogen and welcome back to Armored Warfare. Today I'm looking at the Tier 10 Russian MBT, the T-14 Armata. Well, what do you need to know about this? It has a 152mm gun with over 1000 damage, more often than not with its AP shells. Let's just take a look at this T-14 down here. Are we going to get the shot off? Yes, we are for 1007 damage. In fact, it was on the Leopard 2A6 there, who showed us too much of his side armor, and we just punished pretty much a third of his hit points. This is what this gun does. You will learn to angle your front always at the T-14 Armata's gun, as it has 835 penetration with the fully upgraded AP and the 152mm gun, and like I said, just shy of 1000 damage. But usually it rolls over 1000, especially if you've got it retrofitted to do so. So, the gun, however, is horrendously inaccurate, and firing at this kind of range means I'm going to bounce a couple of times, because playing at tier 10, of course, we have ridiculous amounts of frontal armor. I just bounced 2 shots there, one from the Challenger 2 on the front right of my hull, maybe on the side actually, and the other from another T-14 Armata. Now, things you need to know about the T-14, well, it can be penned for 1000 damage there. That was a pretty high roll. The front armor is quite good. The lower plate's impenetrable, the upper plate's impenetrable. The side armor, very big, very tall silhouette, and only 300mm, I believe. You can absorb some heat, obviously, with this cage back here, but you're going to get penned most of the time, and most people won't be firing heat at you because it is tier 10. You will be penetrated in the side and rear very often than not. So pointing your front towards the enemy like this, maybe like this, if you're feeling a bit more risky, then you will be mostly fine. There is a frontal weak spot, which is this viewport up here. I think maybe this one as well, but this one is much easier to penetrate. Sneaky bit of editing here. My original recording had the values all wrong, so I have the images for you here about the armor. It's very, very thick, but you can see for yourselves. So, the vehicle is not really that fast compared to other MBTs. It's faster than a Challenger 2 ATDU. I don't know about the XM1A3. It's not faster than a Leopard 2A7, though, up there. And therefore, you're going to have to take a bit longer to get into position compared to those other tanks, except, of course, the Challenger 2 ATDU, as I said. Regardless, this is not really about its armor or its hit points. Its hit points are quite low. You can see 3,448. I do have retrofits on this. I don't think I have all the retrofits I can possibly equip, because I am saving up to try and get more tier 10s, as they are hugely expensive. Kind of worried about that guy up there, but well, you're going to see what he does in a minute. Always checking my left there to see if he's going to pop up, though. And like I said, the speed isn't bad. We're getting about 42 kilometers an hour. Obviously, going uphill is going to be slowed down. Here he comes. Look to the left there. I didn't notice this immediately. And he's like, aha, I have you now. I put a shot into him, he puts a shot into my side armor, and then he doesn't notice that he gets him stuck. Well, he does now, but yeah, that's unfortunate. So, meanwhile with me here, I just seeing his side armor, and I killed him in 3 hits. Base is being captured right now. Oh, we are playing on High Wall, if you haven't recognized this map or don't know the name, and it is a encounter, as you can see. If you wiggle the front of the hull, you will be able to bounce a lot of shells, but like I said, don't expose your sides, as they are huge and very weak. The gun, I think, reloads in 8.68 seconds normally. I have a advanced thermal sleeve on it, which makes it reload in 8.11. So half a second better. I don't know if you prefer that. I also have the chrome barrel lining on here as well for better accuracy and damage. and of course the standard hull hit points, internal hull reinforcement. All of those are Mark III. I think there is one other slot which I don't have enough funds for. Like I said, tier 10s are very expensive. It's just this Leopard left now, and the Pilo 1 over there. Face hugging him. Leopard has a weakness there. You probably just saw it very briefly. I'm pointing my gun right into that vision port and aiming down slightly into this section. So, a very standard weakness with the Leopard. He is pushing me up on a hill, and if anybody was left on the enemy team, they may have been able to get a hit into the engine deck. Of course, tanks aren't really well protected on their engine deck, so if you do get shots in the engine deck, you'll probably get critical hits, possibly set the vehicle on fire, and additionally knock the engine out. But there we go. We'll just take a look at the post-game stats for the T-14 Armata. So here we go with the post-game stats. 31,000. Reputation 342,000. Credits, premium account. More importantly, however, your eyes will be drawn to the 9,120 damage. I have seen more damage in the Payload 1 video I did. I think that was a T-14 Armata who did 11,000 damage. And, you know, it's not really that surprising because this gun has a ridiculous amount of alpha damage and also AP penetration. I didn't use any of the HE or the ATGMs, but those are very good indeed. And, well, I'm not sure really about the ATGMs. I've, like I said, not really used them that much, but the HE can be used against the front of MBTs, tier 10 MBTs, to kill them. I did 350 odd damage to the front of an ATDU, Challenger ATDU, and he died because I couldn't penetrate him with the AP rounds. He was angling quite well, but I just splashed the front of him with the HE and he's gone. No problems there. Team score, top of the team on damage and base experience, closely followed by another T-14 Armata with 8,000. XM1A3 on the enemy team got 8,000 damage of his own. He had quite a good game and disappointing defeat for him. After that match, I would suspect. 17 shots fired, 16 hits and 1 miss, so my accuracy was quite good. Not all of those penetrated, obviously. If I penetrated all of those, I would have been looking probably at about 16,000 damage. Two enemies killed and 4 damaged. And yeah, we also blocked 8,300 just shy of 8,300 damage ourselves. Overall, this vehicle is pretty special for the sole reason of a great gun. Even if it is inaccurate, even if the bloom and aim time is quite hard to manage sometimes, especially at range, if you penetrate people who don't angle properly, you're going to have a very good time indeed, and you have quite a lot of ammo to throw around. The vehicle's 125mm gun, I was very lucky not to play with it because I had the credits and the experience in order to free XP everything and give you a overall of what the vehicle would be like when fully upgraded. I haven't got the last retrofit slot, as I said earlier, but I think this is generally a good setup. You could exchange the rate of fire buff with the thermal sleeve to experimental propellant to get the average damage up even further. It's up to you, really. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed the video of the T-14 Armata. Tell me your thoughts if you wish. And as always, I've been Geogen, and I'll see you chaps and chapettes in the next one.